what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Throwback Thursday makeup tutorial for you. This is the look here and I absolutely love it. And if you don't know what Throwback Thursday is, it's basically where we used an older palette that nobody uses anymore so we can bust it out of our collections and actually use it and not just make it sit there and collect dust after we spent all this money on this makeup. We gotta use it. So every Thursday I try to encourage you guys to bust out your old makeup and bring it on out and use it with me. For this Throwback Thursday, I'm actually using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, which is one of my absolute favorites. I've been updating my Snupps account and I had a lot of people wanting to see me use this palette, so I'm gonna do that for you guys here today. If you're unfamiliar with Snupps, I do just want to say they're sponsoring this video, so thank you to Snupps for working with me because it's an account I love on my own, like has nothing to do with sponsorships. I love Snupps by myself. I truly love their brand and I love the app, and I know it's gonna be so helpful for you guys as it has been for me. It's also just super fun to kind of check out each other's collections. I've been creeping on some makeup collections lately, shoe collections, bag collections. I randomly got super into sneaker collections and I've been looking at those on Snupps. But basically, if you guys don't know what Snupps is, it's a free app that you can sign up for. I will have mine linked down below. It's just ThatGirlShaeXo, just like my channel, but it's super fun. It's literally an online social organizer. So you can organize all the items you have by photos, create nice little shelves and like little collections for you to see your items. So I'm gonna show you here. It's literally like a closet organizer on your phone. Do you guys remember in Clueless when Cher was like shopping through her computer? She was looking at the photos of her clothes to try and find an item for her to wear that day. You can pretty much do that now. Like, the world has gotten so crazy advanced, you can actually do that for free in your own home. This is where I organize my Throwback Thursday palettes. So anytime you guys come back to another Throwback Thursday video, or if you want to request a new Throwback Thursday video for me, you can go to my Snupps account and see which older makeup palettes I actually own, because it's so hard before every Thursday to tell you guys, okay, these are all the 300 palettes I own, which one do you want to see? But Snupps, you can actually go and physically see for yourself what makeup I have, what you'd like to use, and you can give it reactions and wows, so I know that you want me to use that item. I'm addicted to Snupps, like I said. Just so you know, I follow everybody back who follows me. So if you go and follow my Snupps, I will follow you back. I love the Snupps account. It is so much fun. Over the past month, I've mostly been working on getting my makeup collection on the app, so I'd love to hear from you guys what else you'd like to see of my collections. It's been super duper handy for me, and like I said, I'm gonna be working on it very hard over the next few months to get all of my items, all of my makeup, my entire collection on this app. I am determined. So if you guys want to follow me again, I will link my account down below. It's ThatGirlShaeXo, just like my channel, and I definitely encourage you guys to sign up. Again, it is free. It's kind of like digging into somebody else's makeup bag. It's super fun. One of my favorite things to do, by the way. I love going through my friends' makeup bags. And yeah, I really recommend you guys go check Snupps out. Without further ado, let's get on with this week's Throwback Thursday tutorial. First, to start off, I'm going to prep my face with the e.l.f. Beauty Shield. This has been my life this week. I'm loving this. I love, not only is it because, you know, hello, drugstore, much more affordable, but I've found it very comparable to a lot of the more high-end oils that I use to prep my skin. So I'm just going to apply this on my face. It's a vitamin C and a little vitamin E water serum thing. I don't want to call it water, but it looks like water. But it definitely is an actual serum because you get this intense smell of vitamin C, and I really think it's making my skin look nice. I do think I want to start with the face today. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to. This is the Light Neutral 49 foundation. Well, that's the shade. This is the Kat Von D Lock It foundation, so I'm going to get a little pump of that on my hand here. Ah, fudge sticks, I forgot to prime. Oh my lord. I mean, I'm sure this oil works fine as a primer, but it's not a primer, so I'm gonna slap this little baby on real quick. This is the slap in the base. Sorry. This is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, an oldie but a goodie, yeah? Plop this on my skin. And now I'm going to apply that Kat Von D foundation. So taking my Sigma Beauty 3D HD sponge, and I'm gonna use that to apply this. Despacito. I need to learn Spanish. I want to learn it so bad. It's all I've been thinking about lately is like, just, oh my gosh. Well, I hate myself for not paying attention in Spanish class, because now that I've grown up, I've done, you know, not any big traveling, but I've gone to a few places where Spanish is like heavily in use, and I just honestly feel like you should just know Spanish. It should truly be, I just feel like, a second language that every American needs to know, because hello, we have a huge Latina community, and like, what's it hurt? Like, it's amazing to know another language. So I'm so mad at myself for not paying attention more in Spanish class in high school. I want to look into lessons, or I want to look into, you know, what's that language
that language program that used to, like, you could order it off the TV. It was always like, there's always commercials for it back in the day for you to learn the language from.
For concealer, I'm going to take the Too Faced Cosmetics Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium, and it's been forever since I used this. So I was like, oh yes, let's give it a go. I love this light medium shade. It reminds me a lot of the NARS Custard, which so devastated to hear that they've decided to go, they're for cruelty. I'm still not understanding. I need to do my research. They were cruelty free and now they went to testing on animals. That blows my mind that they would do that in this day and age. So I need to research this. I need to have a talk with NARS. That's effing crazy to me. And then of course blend that out as well. As you can see, I put a little on my nose just for highlighting purposes and into my forehead as well. And of course I want to set that with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to take my Sigma P89 Precision Bake brush. It's their little brush made specifically for baking purposes. It's like a really nice little shape, and I want to use this down the nose. I'm going to jump back in with my sponge and bake my under eyes with this. So just plop that right in there on top of the concealer. You guys know the drill, but this will just lock everything in. Just like that, and you can see this is actually going to start forming our nose contour, which is pretty handy. Once you just, you know, set your translucent powder along your nose and then a little bit in the middle as well, you can see how it's going to build a more natural nose contour. So that's why I really like to do that. Next for my eyeshadow base, I'm going to take the MAC Cosmetics Layin Low Eyeshadow Primer. Not eyeshadow primer, it's their paint pot, their Pro Longwear Paint Pot. I use this because I saw Jamie Genevieve use it and she's my life, and so now I use it because I love her. So yeah. And I'm going to plop this on my lid. For today's Throwback Thursday palette, I've had a lot of requests to bust out the Too Faced Peach palette, which I'm so excited for. I've been dying to use this lately, and it's been a long time since I used this. I'm going to first start out in the shade White Peach to prep our lid for all our shadow. I'm just going to blend that all over the lid to not only set in our primer, but just give us a nice blending shade to work on top of. Oh, shoot! Cut! Cut! I need one of those little flapper things. Cut! I forgot to set my face. I kind of want to do that before we move further. I'm going to use the BECCA Cosmetics. This is the Soft Light Blurring Powder in the shade Golden Hour, and I've been loving it lately. Like, I heard some people didn't like it very much. I really like it. I'm going to take that with my F30 titanium brush from Sigma. The titanium line is my new favorite line, 100%. They're freaking amazing. First of all, I first love the weight of the brush. It's you can just feel in your hand how sturdy it is. It's also wonderful because they guarantee no hair shedding. I have not experienced any shedding with this brush. Honestly, I never experienced shedding with the Sigma brushes, but these ones here are guaranteed not to shed on you whatsoever. They also come with a lifetime warranty, which is insane. They're just like meant to last. Jumping back into our peach palette, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Android? Georgia! The fuck? How did I get Android from that? I don't know. I was reading it backwards. With the same brush, I'm going to take the shade Georgia, and I'm going to start placing Georgia right in my transition. I think this would be a lovely transition tone, so I'm just going to blend throughout my socket. And then with the Sigma Tapered E45 brush, I'm going to take the shade Summer Yum, and I'm going to first focus this on my outer half in kind of like a diagonal shape, sweeping up into my crease, and we're going to cross over right into that crease. Oh, that color is so beautiful. I really love this shade. Next, I'm going to go back into the Layin Low paint pot with my Sigma Cut Crease E62 brush. This brush is literally made for cut creases. It has a softer, like, you know, kind of like angled edge so that you can really get in there, and then it's sharp on the points, which I think is just really cool. So I'm going to go in and use this across my lid. From there, I'm first going to go into the shade, what is this, Peaches and Cream? Yes, Peaches and Cream with the Sigma E58 Cream Color brush. So this is another great brush for working with creams, but I actually really love it always for applying my shadow. So I'm going to pack that right onto my lid. And then I'm going to dip into Bellini, which I like never use, and I think it looks so pretty. I do have my brush a little bit damp, and I want to use this right on the end, flowing into that peachy, light peachy shade we just laid down. Next, I want to take the Jordana. This is the Easy Eyeliner for Eyes in the shade Jet Black. And I just want to tightline my upper and lower lash line with this. I'm going to take the Line Perfector E68 brush back into Summer Yum. So with this brush, I'm just going to line it right up where my lid meets my crease. You guys know. I'm going to go around that edge and just add a little bit intensity, a little bit more of a sharper line really, all the way down into the front and then blend upwards. I also want to take a little bit more of, it's actually, oh, it's called Nectar. Dang it, I've been calling this shadow the wrong name. It's called Nectar. I'm going to take that with a little short shader E20 brush. And I just want to pop this in my brow bone highlight area because I think it'd look nice with a little shimmer. So not too much, but just throwing a little bit in there. I'm going to smudge out that bottom liner a little bit just so there's no harsh lines and it has a little bit of a nicer flow. But I don't want to bring it too far down because I didn't want this to be a real, I mean, it's of course smoky, but you guys know how sometimes I go like real deep down. I just wanted to clean it up. I didn't really want to blow it out much. On top of that, I'm going to take Summer Yum, again, this warm color down here. For liner, I kind of think a brown would be really pretty. I'm going to try the Makeup Forever Aqua XL paint in the shade M60. And I'm taking that with my Sigma E11 eyeliner brush. I don't want a thick line at all. I'm trying to keep this real thin, which is usually hard for me to do because I get really thick. I don't know why. So I'm clinging it to my lash line. I did a slight wing. I didn't want to wing too much, but I ended up winging. I now want to start knocking off all of the powder I was baking with under the eyes and whatnot. For mascara, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Lash Renegade mascara. Let's pop this on. I think we, of course, need falsies for this look, so I'm going to pop this on first. Next for lashes, I'm going to take this set by Your Lash Bar. I do have a discount code for these. Not an affiliate code, so I do not make a commission off this. But in case you want to use the discount codes, I will have them down below. I believe it's 3 for $25 and 2 for $15, something around that nature, so I will have them down below. This is the Kamikaze lash style, and they look super fluttery. I'm excited. Next, I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics You Sculpted palette, and I want to go into the lightest contour shade on the end here to contour out my nose a bit more. With my E52 from Sigma, I'm going to dab into the lightest contour, and I'm going to take this on the sides of my nose here. Everywhere that we didn't place some translucent powder, and just try and thin that baby out. I don't know. I'm also going to take the same shade with my Sigma F05 brush, the small contour. And as you could imagine, I'm just going to contour out the hollows of my cheeks. I really want to get microblading done, I think. I keep going back and forth about it. Every time I watch a video on it, I'm like, oh no, like, I'm not letting some girl slice me up. No offense, because everyone I've seen who's got it done looks amazing. So I definitely imagine you'd have to be an extremely like talented person to do it, to actually be like a person who does the situation. But every time I watch the videos of people getting it done, I'm like, oh my god, I'm not about to let somebody cut me open and put stuff in it. I just don't know. So if any of you have had microblading done, let me know of your experience, please. I'm really intrigued. Just working this into the hollows, back into the hairline. You guys know the drill. Let's also take some of that onto the temples, because you guys know this is like my bad bitch zone, pardon my French. But every time I slap at a base some bronzer up here, I really feel alive. Honestly, life just keeps kicking me down lately, so I just keep bronzing this forehead and just praying to Jesus me and this forehead are gonna get through it. That's all you can do anymore is bronze your forehead and pray to Jesus. Oh, Lord, I love a bronze forehead. This just pumped it up. This just pumped it up. Taking the matte highlight in this palette with my Sigma F79 brush. This has been like my jam lately, this brush. I mean, I've loved it for a while, but I just keep grabbing it for everything. I used it now for contouring, blush, highlighter, foundation, concealer, everything. It's actually a concealer brush, yeah. It's the Concealer Blend Kabuki brush, but it is just kind of like my universal, like, if he's around, I'm going to use him brush. Oh, I kind of feel as though we should carry on the peachy goodness. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette. I'm going to take the blush first of all. It's been ages since I used this. And I'm going to run this onto my cheeks. This is my Sigma Beauty F10 blush brush.
I'm just working that back into my contour. That's typically how I like to apply my blush. I just kind of swirl it on my cheeks and try and melt it into my contour so it looks like a nice flow. Let's also jump into the highlighter in the palette on the end here. Very pretty. Ah! And you all know what to do with this. Let's pop it on them cheekbones. On the Cupid's bow and lip area. I always love a little highlight right here. I think it's really pretty. This is my latest favorite makeup spray. That was like a weird sentence, but lately I've been loving this makeup spray or setting spray over all my other setting sprays. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set, and I swear, for some reason, I don't know, is this illuminating itself? I don't know. This spray makes my highlighter pop so much more than my other ones. I swear it. I just swear it. Next for lips, I'm going to line with the Sigma Beauty lip liner in the shade Carnation. This is one of my favorite lip liner shades ever. I love these so much because they're a twist up. You don't have to worry about sharpening them. And they stay to a pretty nice point and they're so smooth, which is my favorite thing. You're not like dragging it along your lips uncomfortably. I love this pink. This is like my ideal perfect summer pink. Sorry you guys, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to close this out. We have one item left. This is my Too Faced Peach Creamy Lip Gloss in the shade Peach Fuzz. Alright fam, that is it for my makeup look today. I really hope you enjoyed this Throwback Thursday tutorial. I love this makeup so much. I actually am going to an event this week. I might wear this makeup to the event because I just think it's like beautiful. It's like totally what I would want during this summertime of the year. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. I love you guys for watching today. Thank you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!